Breaking on Good Morning Northwest, a giant of American politics is gone. Dick Cheney, who shaped U.S. policy for decades, died overnight. We're following the breaking story and looking at the complex legacy he left behind.
And after a rainy night, we're tracking more wet weather as we get up this morning across the inland Northwest. We'll show you how long that rain will be sticking around today.
From New York to California and across the Spokane-Coeur d'Alene region, voters will make some high-stakes decisions today. We are tracking your Election Day news right here. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. So glad you're joining us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Tuesday, November 4th. Welcome to it. Let's start things off with meteorologist Matt Gray and a look at that forecast as we're kicking off our day. Look at those clouds out there. Wow, Matt.
Yeah, that was an interesting looking clouds, low-hanging clouds, as we're seeing the back end of this weather system that came through last night across our region. In Spokane, a lot of wet roads, 37 degrees, and the rain, at least for the moment, has stopped. And I do think we'll end up with some pretty dry weather for the majority of your Tuesday from here on out. Still some sprinkles south of Millwood and then into the Post Falls area around East Farms as well, seeing just a little bit of that rain. Most of the action, though, at least for the next 30 minutes, is going to be down on the Palouse. So some rain around the Cheney area, Fairfield, Oakdale, Garfield, down to the Steptoe area where we're seeing some fairly heavy rain here right along where you see the Highway 23 intersection. Colfax seeing a couple of sprinkles. Plummer and St. Mary's, you've got more time to go before you see your rain chances drop dramatically. It's going to take a little bit. What's going on right now? Well, let's take a little bit more of a zoom out over the broad picture. Pretty quiet as you look towards the coast. Lots of activity over western Montana. So this storm system is moving out. When the next storm system will move in, we'll talk about that coming up.
We are following breaking news this morning. Former Vice President Dick Cheney has died. His family says he died last night at the age of 84. Cheney served as vice president under George W. Bush, and before that, he held some top roles in D.C., including Secretary of Defense under President George H.W. Bush, which makes him one of the few to serve the father-son presidential duo. Cheney also represented his home state of Wyoming in Congress for more than a decade and played a major role in shaping foreign policy after 9/11. His family says he will be remembered for a lifetime of public service. As of now, funeral arrangements haven't been announced. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Jason Rook, the Post Falls man who stalked his ex-girlfriend, then shot and killed her boyfriend, will spend the rest of his life in prison. Family and friends of the victim, Nathan Rogers, filed into court for the sentencing hearing yesterday. Many of them sharing statements and speaking directly to Rook. Nathan Rogers Jr. saying, "I have to grow up without a dad because of you." Many shared memories and ways that they'll remember Rogers.
I want people to remember him and his kindness, him giving back, and then lastly, how he fought for his life and his family, and how he was very brave at the end, to the end.
Police say Rook stalked his ex-girlfriend, Erin Gardner, for months. In February, he broke into the house that she shared with Rogers, waited several hours for them to come home, then shot and killed Nathan. All of this captured on Ring cameras in the home. Those cameras are how his girlfriend watched Rogers die. Rook pleaded guilty in July to avoid the death penalty. He's now been sentenced to life without parole.
Spokane's police chief confirms 2 former officers had inappropriate relationships with domestic violence victims they met while on duty. Former officer Chris Conrath's misconduct spanned from 2020 to 2023, while Toby Breyer's occurred from 2023 to 24. Both officers resigned before internal investigations concluded. Conrath had been previously suspended in 2016 for similar conduct with a victim.
You're looking to be rescued. You are the hero, you know, the knight in shining armor coming to rescue them, and you got to draw a line in the sand, and that needs to be done.
Police Chief Kevin Hall promises transparency and accountability as the department works to rebuild community trust. Both former officers are permanently barred from serving in Washington. Today is Election Day, and from coast to coast, voters are headed to the polls with so much at stake, from the economy to crime to redrawing congressional maps.
Perhaps the highest profile race is in New York City, and now President Trump is stepping up his involvement. ABC's Lionel Moise has the latest.
Overnight, new reaction to President Trump throwing his support behind former Governor Andrew Cuomo in New York City's mayoral race. Cuomo denying it's an endorsement.
President Trump doesn't support me. He opposes Mamdani, right? He believes that Mamdani is an existential threat to New York. He believes he's a communist. He believes he'll bankrupt New York.
Frontrunner Zohran Mamdani, who describes himself as a democratic socialist, has seen his lead shrink in recent polls. Trump is threatening to cut federal funding to New York if Mamdani wins.
The MAGA movement's embrace of Andrew Cuomo is reflective of Donald Trump's understanding that this would be the best mayor for him. Not the best mayor for New York City.
It's a city race with national implications.
This is the first big test of Americans' mood politically after the re-election of Donald Trump last year. And so there are a lot of folks who are going to be looking at these races as a referendum on this current administration.
President Trump also seeking to influence two other races in blue states. In the New Jersey governor's race, former Navy pilot Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill facing off against businessman Jack Ciattarelli, who is backed by Trump.
I'm angry that the cost of everything is going up for really no reason other than to line the president's pockets.
Ciattarelli vowing to downsize government to reduce taxes. And in Virginia, polls show Republican Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears trailing former Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger.
Don't believe those lying polls.
We need a governor with a plan to see us through this time of chaos and challenge.
In New York's mayoral race, early voting set an all-time record, and analysts say that race and the two governors' races may actually provide a roadmap for Democrats as they plot their strategy for next year's midterm elections. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
And voters around the inland Northwest also have some important decisions to make today.
Yeah, from deciding on judges and city council seats to key propositions affecting taxes and public safety. In Spokane County, drop boxes are open for voters today. Elections manager Mike McLaughlin says you have to get those ballots in by 8 tonight.
I mean, after 8 p.m., we can't accept your ballot and it won't be counted.
Lime is making it easier for people in Spokane County to vote by offering free rides on scooters or e-bikes to ballot drop boxes today. You can use the code VOTE2025 in the Lime app for 2 free 30-minute rides to your nearest ballot drop box. For a list of those locations, just look for this story on KXLY.com. Good morning, Northwest. Time is now just about 8 minutes after 6.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray this morning as we're planning our day here.
Yeah, planning your day with what will be a mostly dry day, despite some of the showers here early this morning. The rest of your day is looking pretty decent. It's the rest of the week where you may have some more issues, just like we saw when that rain was rolling in last night. Your forecast coming up.
We've got some long runs here, of course. Cabal Stoneworks putting this in, but as you can see, it's going to be absolutely beautiful, all custom made, and, well, a huge donation. We're going to tell you more about some of the work that's coming up on this week's Extreme Team.
And Coats for Kids celebrates 40 years of keeping children warm. Thousands of donated coats now reach families across the inland Northwest. Just ahead, how to get help if you need it.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic.
If you're looking to add more elegance and security to your home, then check out the doors of possibilities from McVeigh Brothers. At McVeigh Brothers, they sell Therma-Tru doors with more than 300 different styles to choose from.
We're working for you.
With depression, it feels like every day you're just going through the motions. But what if you could get your go back?
Go with Auvelity.
Auvelity worked fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week. And Auvelity lasted. On average, significant relief was seen at 6 weeks. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in young adults. Tell your doctor about sudden changes to mood, thoughts, or behavior. Don't take Auvelity if you have a history of seizure, eating disorder, or have abruptly stopped drinking alcohol, or taking benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or anti-seizure medicine. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Don't take if you're allergic to dextromethorphan, bupropion, or any of the ingredients in Auvelity. Don't take with MAOIs. High blood pressure, manic episodes, serious eye problems, and dizziness can occur. Report all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Don't take Auvelity if you are or may become pregnant. Side effects can include dizziness, headache, diarrhea, feeling sleepy, dry mouth, sexual function problems, and excessive sweating. Ask your provider about Auvelity.
Go with Auvelity.
We've collected thousands of warm winter coats for this year's Coats for Kids campaign. The coats have now been cleaned thanks to Alsco. If you know a child in need of a warm winter coat, go to KXLY.com/coatsforkids to find a distribution location near you.
Thank you to the hundreds of people who donated to Coats for Kids at an STCU branch during October. Your generosity warmed our hearts and will help keep kids out of the cold. Thank you.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, and lasting remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
It's now 6:11. A big thank you to all of you who donated to Coats for Kids this year. It's our 40th year of collecting, and we now have thousands of coats to keep kids warm this winter.
From Moscow all the way up to Republic, we are delivering the coats all over the inland Northwest. The Northeast Community Center rolled out the racks of coats yesterday. If you're having a hard time making ends meet and your child needs a winter coat, that is one of the places you can go for help. Incoming director of the Northeast Community Center, Jenna Ray, says the temperatures are dropping and kids don't need to be coatless this winter.
I took a walk on campus Friday morning. It was 34 degrees, and I saw some Shaw Middle School kids standing outside waiting for school to open in t-shirts. And so now, if they want a coat, all they have to do is pop across the street, and they'll have one for the rest of winter.
Ray says they're seeing many families looking for help with basic necessities, like coats, so they can use their money to pay bills. If you need a coat for a child, the Northeast Community Center is open weekdays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The West Central Community Center is also starting their distribution of coats today. For a full list of all of our distribution locations, head to KXLY.com/coatsforkids. There's lots out there. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:12.
Athletes with disabilities discover new possibilities at Parasport Spokane. You'll get to know the organization and see how it's breaking down barriers for a special population just ahead.
And we'll show you how its facility is getting some love and a makeover from our friend Mark Peterson and the 4 News Now Extreme team. Mark is live showing us a behind-the-scenes look at the project. That's right after the break.
Tonight, the results that matter to you. Join 4 News Now for complete Election Day coverage, live updates, expert analysis, and results as they come in. Stay informed and connected. Tonight on 4 News Now and streaming live all day on KXLY+.
We've collected thousands of warm winter coats for this year's Coats for Kids campaign. The coats have now been cleaned thanks to Alsco. If you know a child in need of a warm winter coat, go to KXLY.com/coatsforkids to find a distribution location near you.
Your locally owned Papa Murphy's is proud to be a sponsor of Coats for Kids this year. Papa Murphy's would like to thank the community for their generous coat donations. Stop by any Papa Murphy's, grab a pizza, and stay warm this winter.
Out here, no one hands you anything. Every log milled, every board stacked. That's all you. And your checking account should work just as hard. Ascend Checking from P1FCU earns you 3.5% APY with no monthly fees. No gimmicks, just rewards for the work you're already doing. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Escape
to Mistaqua Casino Hotel, just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Enjoy the region's only non-smoking casino, featuring exciting ways to win, delicious food options, and a beautiful hotel to book your next getaway. Relax, rejuvenate, and discover more fun with our hotel amenities, including a sparkling pool, modern fitness center, and a convenient ski locker room designed for guests heading to the slopes. Plan your perfect staycation and book today at Mistaqua.com.
One call, that's all, means we take care of everything after your car wreck.
From dealing with insurance companies to helping you find doctors and repair shops,
Craig Swap and Associates made the whole process so easy.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
We're cooking up something special. Yolks Exclusives. Original recipes crafted in-house every day by people who take fresh seriously. A collection of signature products you won't find anywhere else. Meticulously prepared with only the freshest ingredients and sold exclusively at Yolks Fresh Markets.
DJ Mickey and his friends invite you to an adventure that's off the charts. Only at Disney on Ice Let's Dance. Enjoy a special holiday sing-along pre-show included with your ticket. Playing Spokane Arena November 14th through 16th.
These dishes just aren't getting clean.
Problem isn't your machine. It's likely your detergent. I recommend switching to Cascade Platinum Plus. These new pods dissolve completely and have Dawn, breaking down up to 100% of tough stuck-on foods. Cascade Platinum Plus.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Toyota.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. It's now 6:16. Parasport Spokane provides adaptive sports opportunities for more than 200 athletes with disabilities.
The nonprofit moved to its new facility near State Line just more than a year ago now and continues to expand its programs. Parasport supports athletes with disabilities by providing space to train, compete, and connect. The facility houses training centers, a gym for basketball, and a strength and conditioning room. Director Teresa Skinner says many athletes need encouragement to try adaptive sports for the first time.
So many people out there that either don't see themselves as athletic because of something that they perceive as holding them back, or they just didn't know that any of this was possible.
And now, all this week, our Mark Peterson and the Extreme team are helping Parasport create a new recreation space inside their training facility.
Yeah, good morning, Mark. How are things coming along?
It's coming along beautiful. Again, part of the reason this works is that companies say yes. Capal Stoneworks has said, not only are you going to donate, but do you want to come in at 5 o'clock in the morning? And they said, sure. And the guys, they're quiet this morning, but they're getting it all done. Suction between these two, this is an additional piece because this is such a long run of courts that they had to do that, and it's going to look absolutely beautiful. Some of the other things that we have planned is that we are, let me do this, hopefully. Get this open, is that we're putting in a media corner. Teresa, what are you doing? Are you recording? Can you open that? These are hermetically sealed. So the media corner is going to do a couple of things. It's going to be a quiet spot in that corner back there, but also as we get this soundproofing in, it'll get fluffier as it gets air into it. They're going to be able to do podcasts or, watch the movies. It's going to be sort of a dead space in the room. It's going to be great. This is going to be the check-in when people come in on that back wall. Where are my stunt kids? Rhett and Brooke, the color of their shirt, that's the red, Parasport red, is going to go on this back wall, and so Rada Paint is going to deliver that along with the gray paint that we're putting on there. You see the original Harvest Gold in the early 80s? The carpet matched that. Frightening. Then they painted it about 20 years ago that color, and now we're putting the light gray in, and so we're going to burn through about 20 gallons of Rada Paint on this project, so we can't thank them enough. Plus, guys, the last thing, they're going to be able to charge all their electronics here as well. So we'll have more coming up from our Extreme team at Parasport Spokane.
Wow, lots happening there.
It's looking great already.
Yeah, it sure is.
Here's a live look outside this morning. Some may argue not looking so great today, Matt. At least to start the day.
Yeah, so the rain is largely ended, but you can see there it's looking a little misty out there. Yeah. So would not surprise me at all if we continue to see some fogginess here through this morning, just after all of that wet weather last night really moistened up our atmosphere. So something to keep in mind as you head out the door. It's going to feel a little damp, and there is still some rain out there. As we look over the past couple of hours, though, you can start to see things are really beginning to thin out around kind of where we've seen the wettest weather, the north side of the Palouse, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and into the Silver Valley here. Still seeing a little bit of slushy snow, by the way, on Lookout Pass. Winter weather advisory goes until 8 a.m. So you might run into some slipperiness, some slushiness if the pass is in part of your travels today. What else over the next couple of hours? Still a chance for at least a little bit of rain, but it is going to be far more scattered and far less impactful than it was earlier this morning. We're going to get a long break as we head into the late morning and then through the afternoon and into the evening from wet weather. But you can see right off the coast another big swirling storm that is eventually going to push more moisture into the inland northwest. It's going to take a little bit of time, however, so as our rain chances drop as we go throughout the morning, we'll continue to see mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures will end up in the mid-40s again for our highs today. Dinner time looking dry as well, but once we head into kind of that 9, 10, 11 p.m. time frame, we're going to start to see some wet weather, especially in central Washington, begin to move up the east side of the Cascades. So folks around Moses Lake, as we head towards kind of 9, 10 o'clock, we'll start to see some rain moving back into your area. For Spokane, for Coeur d'Alene, it's going to be right around midnight that we start to see the wet weather roll back in here, and what is going to be a wet night and then a wet Wednesday as well in the region. Look what happens here. So instead of the rain fading out, it's just getting started. As we get to just about this time tomorrow, we have lots of wet weather through the middle of the day tomorrow, and then scattered showers, hit or miss. But when you get a hit, you're going to see some pretty decent rainfall rates with some of these showers for the second half of the day. Plus, we'll likely see some gusty winds there as well, starting late Wednesday through Thursday and Friday as well, with a third system coming in late Thursday that'll last through Friday morning. Look at the weekend. Weekend's looking pretty good. We've been talking about it all morning, how we've had a lot of weekends recently where we've had at least a little bit of rain. This looks like it would be the driest weekend we've had in quite a while.
Oh, nice.
Make those plans to get outside. Enjoy it while it's here.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of those people sitting through football and soccer and baseball, whatever. It's going to be nice.
Okay, good. Matt, thanks. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:22.
The Gonzaga Bulldogs welcome the Texas Southern Tigers into the kennel, looking for their 22nd straight season opening win. Oh, this one got ugly fast. After the break, the highlights from the Zags' dominant performance next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The Tiguan is here and it is turning heads. Luxury meets functionality with new styling that includes elevated interior design and smarter tech. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen, home of 0000.
Donnie, you know that saying, when the going gets tough?
Sure. When the going gets tough, the tough get a personal injury lawyer.
True, but the saying is, when the going gets tough,
the tough choose an injury firm like the Advocates that can go to court and get great results.
Also true, but the saying, when the going gets tough, the tough
hire a firm that will take on big insurance companies and win. Oh, and also the tough get going.
There you go. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
Avamere Southfield is so much more than just a home. We're enhancing lives every single day.
My home was heaven on earth, and now Avamere is heaven on earth.
Everybody's very friendly here and welcoming.
Come visit us and experience the Avamere difference.
You're busy, so at Car Wash Plaza, we're open 24/7 to match your schedule. Plus, we have safety surveillance lights and security cameras throughout the facility. It's easy with multiple payment options, cash, debit, or credit. There's even more reasons to visit our Car Wash Plaza. Our discount cars ensure major savings, and they're good at all our locations.
Car Wash Plaza, it's the best in the Northwest.
Our current Extreme team, Parasports in Newman Lake, helping youth and adults with mobility and vision impairment, and we're going to renovate 3,000 square feet for comfort zones. The 4 News Now Extreme team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
This is Rhonda.
She's a soul line dance instructor. And this is Rhonda's Good Feet story.
I love dancing, but I had foot pain and hated the fact that I had to sit out a couple dances. But since visiting the Good Feet store and wearing the arch supports, I definitely have not felt the pain. I am able to dance longer, feel happier. My energy levels have increased. Once that energy gets into you and you're feeling good, double spins.
Get back out there with arch supports from the Good Feet store.
Looking for space, style, and serious performance? You'll find it all in the Volkswagen Atlas. 3 rows equals room for everyone. And turbocharged power means this SUV is built for fun. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. The Gonzaga Bulldogs opened their 2025-26 season with a commanding win, one of their best finishes after a rocky start against the Texas Southern Tigers. The Zags ran away with an impressive dub, crushing the Tigers 98-43 through well-balanced attack of 5 players scoring double digits, including a team-high 15 from Ty and Grant Foster. Graham Ike swallowed up 11 rebounds to his 13 points. The big fella playing better after a few missed shots early on. Gonzaga shot over 50% from the field as a team and not too well from 3, but made almost all their free throws, which contrasts to a Tigers team shooting only 25% from the field. Freshman Davis Vogel added 11 points in his 10 second half minutes. Watch out for that highly efficient young buck. And his first-year counterpart, Parker Jefferson, confirmed to redshirt this season. The Idaho Vandals provided a double shock last night with wins over the men's and women's Washington State teams. Starting with the men, they fell 83-81 to Idaho after they climbed back from down 9 at halftime. Christian Gonzalez scored 18 off the bench for the V's, while 3 different Cougs added 17, including newcomers Emmanuel Ugbo and Ace Glass. Idaho head coach Alex Pribble spoke post-game on his team's stellar performance.
Yeah, I think we've been building something over the past couple of years, and I think this is a great moment. Now it's just kind of a point of reflection for us. What I mean by that is, like, this isn't the end result, right? We're kind of trying to climb up a mountain here, and this is a point that we're going to make note of and celebrate, but we still got a long ways to go.
The Vandals next head home to face Whitman, while the Cougs hit the road to meet the Davidson Wildcats in North Carolina. That's all for Morning Sports. Watch out for more sports coming up on 4 News Now at 6 and Nights Out of Night.
Big day of basketball yesterday.
Yeah,
holy cow.
So exciting. It's here. It's now 6:26.
Ready for holiday shopping? Well, this year brings higher prices and new challenges. After the break, Hannah Joy has tips to stretch your dollars from when to buy to how to spot real deals versus fake ones.
Plus, a Grant County Head Start program could close November 14th due to the government shutdown. Families could lose childcare and jobs. How federal funding delays are putting working parents at risk. Next. And as we go to a commercial break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, menopause and the workplace.
I just couldn't do it anymore.
As the conversation around menopause turns more public, women like Chris Rogers in California are speaking out about the need for accommodations in the workplace. She quit her office job after experiencing menopause symptoms, including mood swings, joint pain, and heavy bleeding at work.
I was having to go to the bathroom like every half an hour.
She's not alone. Stanford researchers called economic losses the menopause penalty. Their report estimating that working women's earnings may decline 10% in the 4 years after they were diagnosed with menopause, when they had to work fewer hours or leave the workforce altogether because of their symptoms. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on menopause in the workplace and how some companies and policymakers are responding. With your GMA First Look, I'm Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
Dupixent continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks, so girls' days are better. Game days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Do more with less asthma. Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma. Also approved as an add-on treatment for adults with COPD that is not well controlled and with a specific marker of inflammation.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Wendell Motors.
BECU and 4 News Now are teaming up for the Great American Flag Swap. On November 7th, bring your old tattered flag to BECU and exchange it for a new one with the help of Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift. This November, let's thank veterans and military families.
BECU is proud to be part of the Great American Flag Swap. We're honored to live in a community that supports veterans and military families who sacrifice for the benefit of us all. Visit us in Spokane and see what banking is like when people come first. BECU, not for profit, equals more for people.
AutoNation's Black Friday used car event starts now. Shop over 25,000 used cars at AutoNation.com. All priced to sell with 0 down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Hurry to AutoNation today.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
Happy anniversary from McVeigh Brothers. This month, if you'd like to upgrade your home with some new Coeur d'Alene windows or maybe a new roof, we're offering an anniversary special. Or no money down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 6 months. From McVeigh Brothers.
Tylenol is the #1 doctor-recommended brand of pain reliever. It's backed by decades of rigorous, credible research. From doctors, nurses, and pharmacists to moms, dads, and caregivers, they have all put their trust in Tylenol.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now Story Tracker highlights some stories people are checking out today.
People magazine has named actor Jonathan Bailey the sexiest man alive. The Wicked and Bridgerton star is likely the first publicly out gay person to receive this award. There's no money prize with this, but Bailey did tell Jimmy Fallon it's the honor of a lifetime. This is the 40th anniversary of People's Sexiest Man Alive. The first honor was given to Mel Gibson back in 1985.
A former sexiest man alive will soon become Sir David Beckham. The former England captain was selected in the King's birthday honors list in June and will be given the honor for services to sport and charity. Outside of soccer, the 50-year-old has been a prominent supporter of UNICEF, the King's Foundation, and Malaria No More.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. Welcome to your Tuesday, November 4th. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Grant and our first alert forecast.
And the rain still trying to keep itself going in North Idaho this morning. 36, some showers around Kootenai County. Meanwhile, it is cloudy, a little misty, and we're in the upper 30s in Spokane, but the rain has stopped, at least for the time being. With a wet week ahead in our forecast, we'll take any breaks that we can get. And still, you can see a couple of showers around the Post Falls area showing up on our radar. Up near Suncrest, a couple of sprinkles on the Washington side. Otherwise, pretty quiet, at least for now, in the I-90 corridor. We got some showers that are out towards the Davenport area. That's likely going to move into places like Fairchild, Airway Heights, and along Highway 2, and eventually into northern parts of Spokane. So still a chance here over the next 45 minutes or so for a little bit of light rain. Also got some scattered showers around the north side of the Palouse in southern Spokane County, northern Whitman County, and then into Benoit County here as well, where in St. Mary's we've got more rain on the way. It's going to quiet down this afternoon, but more rain is coming very soon. We'll show you when the next storm arrives coming up.
New and Good Morning Northwest. An Airway Heights police officer was injured while helping with traffic control last night. Chief Brad Richmond says Corporal Mike Ziegler was in his patrol car at 21st and Hayford with his emergency lights on when he was hit by a driver who failed to yield. Ziegler was trapped in the patrol car, had to be extricated. Washington State Patrol is investigating that crash and says drugs or alcohol were not involved. Corporal Ziegler is now recovering at home. Today is Election Day, and all day here at 4 News Now, we will track some key races from around the inland Northwest.
Like the Together Spokane initiative in Spokane County. The $440 million proposal comprised of 2 separate but aligned measures. Together, the initiatives aim to fund more than 200 projects across the city. We will also keep our eyes on the Spokane City Council races, where seats are up for grabs in Districts 1, 2, and 3.
And in Idaho, we will track the race for Coeur d'Alene mayor. The candidates include Dan Gukin, Debbie Loffman, John Pulsifer, and the incumbent Woody McEvers. And tonight, we will have team coverage following the elections. We'll continue bringing you results as they come in at KXLY.com/forthepeople. This morning, the government shutdown ties the record for the longest in U.S. history, first set during President Trump's first term.
A Head Start program in Grant County may need to close its doors if the government shutdown continues. Family Services of Grant County was supposed to get its grant funding on November 1st, but because of the government shutdown, it can't send out any money until it opens again. Family Services says it only has enough money to stay open until the 14th. Then it will be forced to close.
Parents, the majority of them, many are employed. They use us as childcare. Should there be a disruption in service, they could be without childcare. They could lose their jobs.
Executive Director Sally Gundry, who you just heard from there, worries that parents won't be able to find other childcare options if Family Services is forced to close.
Are you ready to start holiday shopping? Well, this year, things are a little bit different. Prices are up on many items, tariffs are shifting, and timing is everything. That's where Consumer Reports comes in, with tips to help you shop smarter and get the most out of your holiday budget.
The shopping season is already taking shape, but this year, Santa may have to tighten his belt. A new report shows shoppers plan to spend 11% less on gifts compared to last year. So if you're getting ready to check off that list, Consumer Reports has a few tips to help you save where it really counts.
Buying earlier can lock in lower prices and give you the best selection before the most popular items sell out. But buying early doesn't mean buying more. Sticking to your list helps you make sure your budget stays on track.
And waiting too long can also cost you. Prices tend to creep up as the holidays get closer, and things like tariffs, shipping costs, or product shortages can make them jump even more.
Shopping early can be convenient, but it can shorten your return and warranty window. However, some retailers do help. Walmart and JCPenney accept most holiday returns into late January.
So the trick isn't just shopping early, it's shopping smart.
A good deal is only a deal if the product works well. You can check our ratings to see things like warranty lengths and compare across stores.
Another way to save is by stacking on deals. Use coupons, cash back apps, and credit card rewards whenever you can.
Don't forget about loyalty programs. They often come with perks like waived return fees or extended return periods. And of course, always keep your receipts.
Keep in mind, just because something says on sale doesn't always mean it's a steal. Prices can jump before a big sale, so those flashy discounts might not be as big as they look. Your best move is to check a trusted source like Consumer Reports' daily deal list to see what items usually sell for. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
It's just wild to think holiday shopping is here.
Yeah, we've been talking about it. We're already asking some loved ones for lists because, yeah, before we know it, it'll be over.
And if you can get a couple deals, it's just a perk of it all. Yep. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:37.
All right, checking in with meteorologist Matt Gray, and you have been checking out a lot of rain this move through.
Yeah, exactly.
Get a break, though.
Yeah, we are about to get a break. You can see things as you look west towards the coast really starting to thin out here this morning. We have a break. It is not going to last too long. Before the clock strikes Wednesday, we'll have more rain back in the inland northwest. We'll take a look at that coming up.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
The holiday heroes are ready to make your holiday dinner better than ever. This year, make your holiday feast as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Visit eatgoodgroup.com, heat and eat. 2. Select your meal. 3. Pick up your feast and heat and eat. Hurry, orders must be made by November 22nd. Order online at eatgoodgroup.com.
Incoming dishes! Doc! Dawn Power Wash flies through 99% of grease and grime in half the time.
Yeah, it absorbs grease 5 times faster. It even replaces multiple cleaning products.
Ooh, those suds got game.
Dawn Power Wash, the better grease getter.
When you're in a car wreck, we're not just here to fight for you. We're here as a family. At Craig Swamp & Associates, we treat every client like one of our own.
We're not just a business. We're a family.
When I reached out to Craig Swamp & Associates, it felt like I was talking to family. It got started right away. They made sure I received everything I was owed.
Call Craig Swamp & Associates and let us show you what it means to be treated like family. Just one call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
What's better than warm cookies fresh from the oven? All the tasty ingredients for warm cookies on sale. Yum!
Mix up the savings this Thursday for Super One Foods 12-hour bake sale. 2-pound Food Club powder to brown sugar, 98 cents each. 5-pound Food Club flour, $1.48. 4-pound Food Club granulated sugar, $1.98.
Super One Foods 12-hour bake sale. This Thursday only. The savings are sweet.
Big adventures? The Nissan Pathfinder at Coeur d'Alene Nissan is built for it. With room for up to 8, everyone fits without the squeeze. And it's not just power, it's towing power. With a robust 9-speed transmission and up to 6,000 pounds of towing capacity, it's ready for your boat, your trailer, and the weekend. The new Pathfinder's here, and it's ready to go where memories are made. Take a test drive just off Highway 95, Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
The holiday heroes are ready to make your holiday dinner better than ever. This year, make your holiday feast as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Visit eatgoodgroup.com, heat and eat. 2. Select your meal. 3. Pick up your feast and heat and eat. Hurry, orders must be made by November 22nd. Order online at eatgoodgroup.com.
Tonight, the results that matter to you. Join 4 News Now for complete Election Day coverage, live updates, expert analysis, and results as they come in. Stay informed and connected. Tonight on 4 News Now and streaming live all day on KXLY+.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:40. In the 1990s, a killer was on the loose in Spokane, killing one woman after another, then dumping their bodies like trash.
Yeah, the man behind it was someone no one would have expected. A military veteran, a husband, a father. No one would have guessed Robert Lee Yates was the Spokane serial killer responsible for killing 13 women in Spokane before a clue in his beloved white Corvette finally brought him down. The story of Robert Yates is the subject of the new episode of our true crime series, The 509's Most Notorious Crimes. This week, we go back into the archives to revisit the mystery that unfolded along Sprague Avenue, all the way up until his arrest on a quiet South Hill street. Even then, would all of his secrets be revealed? Make sure you download KXLY Plus to see the streaming debut, commercial-free, Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
And now it's time to plan your day. So we have a little bit of rain that's going to be lingering this morning. Showers, a little mistiness and fog as well after all the rain last night. For the afternoon, dry conditions. We may even see 1 or 2 breaks in the clouds, but I wouldn't count on that for sure. Then for this evening, rain going to be returning before midnight. So once we get past dinner, be on the lookout for some more wet conditions.
Good morning, Northwest time is now 6:41.
Well, this week the Extreme team is back in action. Mark is live this morning at Parasport Spokane.
Good morning. And just like that, the coffee area is finished. All we have to do is add a commercial coffee maker and a cooler, and we're good to go. But plenty to do today, tomorrow, into Thursday. I'll have a breakdown of some of that coming up right here on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
When you've been injured in a car accident, the insurance company can make you feel small.
Right when you need help the most.
That's when you call Russell & Hill.
You are important to us.
We'll work to get you the results you deserve.
So you can get back to being you.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we've been family-owned and trusted since 1967. And right now, we're offering $500 off trenchless sewer installation, the best way to repair your sewer line. Our experts use light rate technology to restore your system with minimal disruption and lasting results. And with 0% financing for up to 18 months, you can get your sewer line repaired now and pay over time. So call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
you're buying used vehicles, we know that there's a lot of options for you out there.
Make Colville Toyota your first option for quality used vehicles.
Before our cars hit the lot, we inspect and repair any issues that we may find. We care about our customers and our cars, and it shows with the extra TLC that we put into them.
If you're in the market for a new, used, or certified vehicle, come to Colville Toyota and buy with confidence.
Because we're your small town dealership with a big heart.
When you've been injured in a car accident, the insurance company can make you feel small.
Right when you need help the most.
That's when you call Russell & Hill.
You are important to us.
We'll work to get you the results you deserve.
So you can get back to being you.
4 News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme Team.
Welcome back. It is now 6:45. It's another big Extreme Team project going on this week. Our Mark Peterson and the team are helping Parasport Spokane.
It's a new recreation space that'll soon have paint, floors, and some surprises in store as well. Of course, you know Mark. He is standing by, already hard at work this morning. And Mark, what's going on right now? That countertop looks gorgeous next to you.
I tell you what, these are quartz countertops, custom built. They went in and lasered them and got the template a couple of weeks ago. Cabal Stoneworks doing a beautiful job donating. We thank them. They answer my phone call. They shouldn't do that. It always costs them money. So this is going to be the new coffee area. We've got the kitchenette, which is going to be an area where they're going to make smoothies, and they're recovery smoothies. So they got a lot of vitamins and probiotics and stuff like that. They're green, many of them. I don't know. Some of the stuff that we're going to be doing today, Mountain States Electric coming in from CES. We have all of these new LED bulbs. They're 4 foot, cost $1.44 per year energy costs. So this is going to help. Rada paint, Rada Miller paint. We've got, again, about 15 gallons going up here, which is this light gray covering up what was a light sky blue. All of this is going to be painted. Horizon Credit Union, the volunteers, nailed it yesterday, did a beautiful job, got all of the study areas all painted, and we'll continue that up and around all the way across. This long wall where the ladders are sitting in front of, 95% of that will be in metal. This is going to be one of those overreaches that I do occasionally. Merrimack Metals is custom made, cut, and it's ready to be picked up today. So coming up tonight on 4 News Now at 5 and 6, we'll have updates on how the day went. Guys?
Just a great space for athletes and families to just kind of relax, grab some coffee, maybe one of those green juices.
And those athletes represent, I mean, some of those athletes have, you know, performed on the world stage, brought home medals, and yeah, this is it's a big deal.
Well, here's a live look at the start to our day this morning, looking a little misty and dreary out there.
Very dreary.
Damp.
Yeah,
But
tough to get out of bed this morning.
Yeah, for sure. But if you were out of bed, maybe by the time we were getting out of bed, you might have saw this. The night sky will be a little brighter tonight. That's thanks to the November supermoon. It's the Beaver Moon, and it's the year's biggest and brightest supermoon out there, so it might be a little hard to see with the cloud cover that we're seeing right now, it sounds like.
It's, you know what, we had a great full moon last month. I don't think it's going to be as nice this month because we are going to be sucked in with the clouds, unfortunately.
Shoot.
So,
Yeah.
Bummer, because I know we had some great pictures last month from all of our local photographers that we got to share with you. So that doesn't look like that'll be in the cards for tonight. Here's what's in the cards right now. If you're headed up into the Lookout Pass area, winter weather advisory in effect until 8 o'clock. Roads actually looking pretty good here, I-90 both directions, but definitely had a little bit extra snow added on here at Lookout Pass early this morning. Thanks to the wet weather, things are looking a lot drier now. Sunrise 6:39, sunset at 4:26 now with our time change. Not too worried about snow over the mountain passes in the days coming up because look what happens to our highs down in the valleys. We're up into the 50s tomorrow, and we stay that way all the way through the end of the week as we get a much warmer weather system that's going to be coming through. And there you see big swirling storm. That's going to be the one that's coming in tonight through Wednesday, and it's going to be pumping in moisture from way down south, and that brings the warmth along with it. So another one of these kind of atmospheric river type of events, and that means once it starts raining, it is going to be some pretty notable rainfall totals. So the next round, we have a break throughout the day today. It starts coming in into parts of Grant County as we head towards about 8 p.m. By midnight, the leading edge of the rain has moved back into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. So basically, we're talking about maybe an hour from now through 11 p.m. that we're going to be staying dry. So a decent long break here from wet weather allows us to dry out a little bit. Tomorrow, not so much of a daytime break. This is 7 o'clock. This is lunchtime. Bulk of the wet weather is going to be coming during the daytime hours with this particular system, so that is going to put a damper quite literally on your plants. For the afternoon, hit or miss showers for Wednesday, and of course we'll keep you updated on this over the next 24 hours. More wet weather to come with a third system late Thursday through the start of Friday. Gusty winds are going to come along with that one as well, so that'll be noticeable. That's because temperatures are going to drop. Look, back down to freezing here for the start of the weekend, but we get a reward in the afternoons. Dry conditions for the first time in a while, both Saturday and Sunday. We'll be right back with the latest headlines you need to know in the Morning Sprint.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Wonders of the World.
Celebrating 80 years in business with discounts for the decades. Up to 80% off store-wide and new furniture collections. The Tin Roof, locally owned, locally loved since 1945.
Escape to Missisquoi Casino Hotel, just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Enjoy the region's only non-smoking casino, featuring exciting ways to win, delicious food options, and a beautiful hotel to book your next getaway. Relax, rejuvenate, and discover more fun with our hotel amenities, including a sparkling pool, modern fitness center, and a convenient ski locker room designed for guests heading to the slopes. Plan your perfect staycation and book today at Missisquoi.com.
We've collected thousands of warm winter coats for this year's Coats for Kids campaign. The coats have now been cleaned thanks to Alsco. If you know a child in need of a warm winter coat, go to KXLY.com/Coats for Kids to find a distribution location near you.
We did it together. Thank you to the hundreds of people who donated to Coats for Kids at a Goodwill store this October. Your endless giving warmed our hearts and will help warm hundreds of children this winter. Thank you.
Are my 5 morning alarms a metaphor for everything else I'm putting off, like my laundry or my 768 unread texts?
I'm just your dermatologist. You don't want all of this showing up on your face. Try Hydro Boost.
Neutrogena, weightless hydration that goes deep.
There's magic throughout the universe. And some places have more than others. There's magic inside, everywhere. There's no place like Wonders of the World. There's magic inside.
AutoNation's Black Friday used car event starts now. Shop over 25,000 used cars at AutoNation.com. All priced to sell with 0 down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Hurry to AutoNation today.
Celebrating 80 years in business with discounts for the decades. Up to 80% off store-wide and new furniture collections. The Tin Roof, locally owned, locally loved since 1945.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Tuesday in the morning sprint. You'll see some soggy starts to your day all week, but meteorologist Matt Gray is here with a look ahead for a bright spot for the weekend.
And our pal Mark Peterson is live with the Extreme team at Para Sport Spokane.
But first, we got Hannah Joy live in studio tracking breaking news on the death of a political giant.
Yeah, Natalie, former Vice President Dick Cheney has died. His family says he died last night at the age of 84. Cheney served as Vice President under George W. Bush, and before that, he held some top roles in D.C., including Secretary of Defense under President George H.W. Bush, and also representing his home state in Wyoming in Congress. For updates on his service and statements from political leaders, tune in to Good Morning America.
It's been a soggy start this morning, but the rain is moving out of the inland northwest, and that brings us to the longest dry period we're going to see in our forecast until we get to the weekend. So diminishing rain chances as we head through the rest of your morning. We'll see mostly cloudy conditions, maybe 1 or 2 little peaks of sun for the afternoon. Temperatures will be in the mid 40s. Rain chances are jumping up again for tonight and tomorrow.
New on Good Morning Northwest, an Airway Heights police officer is recovering at home this morning. He was injured while helping with traffic control last night. Chief Brad Richmond says Corporal Mike Ziegler was in his patrol car at 21st and Hayford with his emergency lights on. A driver who failed to yield hit him. The crash trapped Ziegler in the patrol car. He had to be extricated. A Washington State Patrol is investigating the crash and says the driver who hit him was not impaired by drugs or alcohol.
Jason Rook, the Post Falls man who stalked his ex-girlfriend, then shot and killed her boyfriend, will spend the rest of his life in prison. Family and friends of the victim, Nathan Rogers, filed into the court yesterday for a sentencing hearing, many of them sharing statements and speaking directly to Rook.
I want people to remember him and his kindness, him giving back, and then lastly, how he fought for his life and his family, and he was very brave at the end, to the end.
Police say Rook stalked his ex-girlfriend, Erin Gardner, for months. In February, he broke into the house that she shared with Rogers, waited several hours for them to come home, then shot and killed Nathan. Rook pleaded guilty in July to avoid the death penalty. He's now been sentenced to life without parole.
Spokane's police chief confirms 2 former officers had inappropriate relationships with domestic violence victims they met while on duty. Former officer Chris Conrath's misconduct spanned from 2020 to 23, while Toby Breyer's occurred from 2023 to 24. Both officers resigned before internal investigations concluded. Police Chief Kevin Hall promises transparency and accountability as the department works to rebuild community trust. Both former officers are permanently barred from serving in Washington.
All day today here at 4 News Now, we'll be tracking some key races from around the inland Northwest because today is Election Day, like the Together Spokane initiative in Spokane County. The $440 million proposal comprised of 2 separate but aligned measures. Together, the initiative aims to fund more than 200 projects across the city. We'll also be keeping our eyes on the Spokane City Council races, where seats are up for grabs in Districts 1, 2, and 3.
And in Idaho, we will track the race for Coeur d'Alene mayor. The candidates include Dan Gookin, Debbie Loffman, John Pulsifer, and the incumbent Woody McEvers. Tonight, we'll have team coverage following those elections, and we'll continue to bring you results as they come in at KXLY.com/forthepeople.
A Head Start program in Grant County may need to close its doors if the government shutdown continues. Family Services of Grant County was supposed to get its grant funding on November 1st, but because of the federal government shutdown, it can't send out any money until it opens again. Family Services says it only has enough money to stay open until the 14th, then it will be forced.
All right, so the bottom line is that for those of you who know me and Horizon Credit Union volunteers are going, you're actually taking out your favorite color. So we took this out and we put in the beautiful white quartz with the gray tones. I think it was a good choice. Cabal Stoneworks all morning long has been working on this. Going to be done here in a little bit. We have lots of work yet to do. We'll have updates on 4 News Now at 5 and 6.
And a big thank you to all of you who donated to Coats for Kids this year. It's our 40th year of collecting, and we now have thousands of coats to keep local kids warm this winter. From Moscow all the way up to Republic, we're delivering coats all over the inland Northwest. If you need a coat for a child, the Northeast Community Center is one of the places. It's open weekdays from 10 to 3. The West Central Community Center is also starting their distribution of coats. For a full list of all of our distribution locations, check out KXLY.com/coats for kids.
And a final check of weather right after the break.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
That was fun.
Yeah, but I can't find my phone.
Maybe try retracing your steps.
You know what this is?
I'm used to.
Hello?
Find your phone yet?
I'm still thinking.
These dishes just aren't getting clean.
Problem isn't your machine. It's likely your detergent. I recommend switching to Cascade Platinum Plus. These new pods dissolve completely and have Dawn, breaking down up to 100% of tough stuck-on foods. Cascade Platinum Plus.
Cloudy and a little misty here in Spokane this morning. The rain, for the most part, has moved on. Just a little more sprinkles this morning, and then dry and mostly cloudy for the rest of the day. Rain moves in late tonight, and we're back into the soggy conditions for Wednesday. Thursday through Friday, another system rolls in behind that one that's coming in for Wednesday. So really, this will be our longest dry period until we get to Friday night and the weekend.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we hope you have a fantastic day, and hopefully you can stick around a little bit throughout Good Morning America, where we will bring you live local updates. GMA starts now.